Hi, welcome back. To continue our Read to Succeed series, I'm going to introduce Byron Katie today. If you're not familiar with Byron Katie's work, she's just done some amazing work. And rather than a book today, I'm going to introduce you to a series of CDs and a DVD on Byron Katie's work called Your Inner Awakening, and introduce what she calls the work. And you can Google Byron Katie. She goes by Katie, by the way. You can Google Katie, and you can learn more about exactly what she does, if it fits what you're looking for. But she's had a profound effect on me, and I've recommended her to many others, and I've actually taught others the work as she teaches it as well. And now this is a woman that back in the 70s was moderately successful and living a normal life, so to speak, and then just fell in deep and deep and deeper into depression and became essentially suicidal. And then one day in 1986 had this profound insight and this awakening, which she actually refers to waking up to reality, suddenly waking up to what really matters and what is reality. And wow, her life just completely changed. So she went from essentially homeless and suicidal and deeply depressed to one of the most enlightened teachers and leaders and speakers and authors on the planet today. So the work that she introduces, and again, you can play with this, but it's essentially 4 questions to contemplate anytime you run into some form of resistance or despair or anger or grief or anything like that. And the 4 questions are: number 1, is it true? Is it true what you think happened? Because so often what you think happened isn't actually true. The second question reinforces the first. The second question is, are you absolutely 100% certain that it's true? So, for example, if you don't think somebody listens to you, or you don't think somebody treats you with respect, the first question is it true? Is that an actual truth? And your typical answer might be, well, yeah, she doesn't listen to me, or he doesn't pay attention to me or respect me. Second question, are you absolutely certain, 100% positive that that's true? It's another way of saying, if you were to ask that other person, they might say, no, I listen to her all the time, but she doesn't respond, or he doesn't, I treat her with respect, but he doesn't respond in kind. So it's an illusion of our own mind and a projection, often of the ego. Third question then is, how do you feel when you think that thought? When you think that thought that she doesn't pay attention to you or he doesn't treat you with respect? How do you think when you feel how do you feel when you think that thought? Typically the answer is, I feel agitated, I feel upset, I feel distressed. Aha. So now our thinking is triggering our emotional response, our feeling. And the fourth question then is, how would you feel if you let go of that thought? How would you feel if you let go of that thought? And most people respond by saying, well, I'd feel relieved, I suppose. I'd feel free. I'd feel good. I'd feel great. So the work by Byron Katie essentially reinforces the power of the mind. She adds a fifth, a turnaround question, she says, which is play with the thought that is hurting you right now, that you're allowing to hurt you, and turn it around a little bit. So if your thought is, she doesn't listen to me, the turnaround question could be, I don't listen to her, or she does listen to me. And then look for evidence that that's true, or just as true as your original assumption that it wasn't true. Turn around, he doesn't respect me. Well, he does respect me, and look for evidence. Or I don't respect him, and look for evidence. So the whole idea of the work is to recognize that we own our response. We own our thoughts if we let them nest in our minds. And when we learn to simply contemplate those thoughts, it isn't that we let them go, it's that they let us go. It's brilliant work. I've referenced Eckhart Tolle, for example, in some of my other videos. Eckert makes a wonderful comment here. He says, Byron Katie's work acts like a razor-sharp sword that cuts through illusions and enables you to know for yourself the timeless essence of your being. Wow, what an endorsement there. So take a look into Byron Katie's work. It's wonderful. And come back tomorrow. I'll see you again.